Woo. Wow. Another beautiful day. Woo. Emotions. That's what I was thinking of this morning. Emotional control. Plus a lot of things has been going on. Like everyone. I go into social media. Yep. I listen to the news and I see what's going on. I hear the news. The one thing that's going on right now is about the incident that happened on Sunday. And it makes you think, even though you don't know the person. But it kind of makes you think. So I dealt with that on my run yesterday because I literally spent time on my feet. I started thinking about, wow, how am I even thinking about this? But, I'm trying to lie to it. But I don't know this. But the truth is, as human beings, we're all connected. So I'm saying emotional control this morning because that emotion, I was able to control it. And believe it or not, controlling your emotions comes from a couple of things. Learning how to stand still. As biscuit as this must sound. Breathing into your body, which means yoga every day. And every morning if you can. And in the evening also if you can. And it just shows. Because I've used it for my body. So emotional control is very important. I know it's dripping a little bit. So that emotional control, and a lot of you also moving your body. You don't have to run 10 miles, 5 miles. Walk 3 miles a day. That is the most simplest thing to do, to walk 3 to 4 miles a day. 4 miles a day? Not walking 4 miles a day or 3 miles a day, regardless of what excuse you want to use, is absolutely almost unhealthy. And for one to say, no. That's why nature gives you the feet. All you have to do is look at your feet. Look at the bottom part of it. It is meant to grab the ground. So today, the fog is coming out like that. Emotional control. The best way that I know what has helped for me to control my emotions is through breathing, practicing yoga, and moving my body. Because at that moment when I do all those things, and the one key thing too is watching what I put in my body, whether it's drinks or food, because those things really contribute to emotional control. And those things, if we are not watching what we put in our body or stretching our body, you could read the scriptures all day long, but deep down you have an emotional issue that you're dealing with. The only way to deal with your emotions is by moving your body. You can read all the scriptures in the world. The only way to control your emotion is by doing some form of movement. It could be just a little bit of aerobics. It could be moving your body, yoga, but you got to move your body. Do some form of exercise to control your emotions. Period. So, and that's the thing right there. And a lot of time, that's what we see and why we say, we look down on religion. Because a lot of the times, the people that is preaching the religion do not know how to control their emotions. And when you do not know how to control your emotions, you teach falsely. And when you teach falsely, it makes the spiritual religion or whatever it is that you participate in to look fake. If you cannot control what you put in your mouth, it's just impossible. You gotta be able to control what you put in your mouth. That's just the way we're designed. This little thing right here is so powerful. Morning. If you cannot control what you put in your mouth, controlling your emotion will be difficult. So a lot of times, the only way to control our emotion is by doing some form of exercise. Moving your body. You don't have to run 10 miles every day and 26 miles on the weekend, but you got to walk. Move your body. If you are in your teens, 20s, and you can barely walk 3 miles, it's ridiculous. I dated a girl a couple of years ago, and I kid you not, she was twice my age, and I took her on a short 3-mile walk. She literally fell on the floor after 2 miles, and I was amazed. Even though it was funny, but it was not also funny because that means her lungs are definitely not in good condition. So when our lungs are not in good condition, it's impossible to control our emotions. I don't care how much money you have. If you do not know how to control your emotions, it's a waste. And the only way to control your emotion is by breathing into the body, moving your body. That way you control your emotions. Like for example, what has been going on the last couple of days. It's very emotional to everybody. I don't care who you are. But I think that's part of life. That's something that we have to deal with. You know. So once we learn how to control our emotions, anything is possible. And especially, and I'm not being disrespectful, the people of color, black people, the one thing that we don't control, I'm sniffing, is our emotions. And that is because of the history that we have to deal with. Black people don't like seeing therapies. We don't do all that. You know, because we talk about mental illness a lot. But it all derives from controlling your emotions. We don't do see therapies. We don't do none of that. You know, lately we've been exercising. But the truth is, in order for you to control your emotions, and I'm not knocking our churches and all that, but the thing is, food is the main thing in our churches. And when we practice gluttony, it is just impossible to understand the word itself. I don't give a biscuit who you are. The book that we read the most, that every black people attain to the most, which is the Bible, said it, gluttony. So if you're practicing gluttony, that means you can't control your emotions. But the biscuit part of it is, the people that preach to us every day practice gluttony. So how are we supposed to learn if you cannot watch what you put in your mouth? So today, emotional control. Breathe into the body. You know, somebody's got to say it. You know, and I'm sure back in those days, this is how the preachers walk around. They walk around and go and preach to people. They don't stand still. You know, I'm 4,000 years ago right now. We go around, we walk, we preach to people. You know, these days people stand still and preach. No, this is how you get the word of God out. I should say. Yeah. Because I don't see no buildings in the Bible and I don't see no cars. So if we truly want to start helping us, especially, and I'm just saying this is not a race thing, people of color, we need to learn how to control our emotions. The only way to control your emotions is by breathing into the body and watching what you eat. It's not by drinking. And yeah, weed is good, but it just doesn't teach you how to control your emotions. Straight up. There's nothing wrong with weed, but it will never teach you how to control your emotions. People get angry. So the way I look at it, I've lost too many people to food, drinking, and all that. So somebody has to say something. Let's leave the gluttony alone. Breathe into the body. take a yoga class. So today, let's remember and send love to all the families that have lost a loved one. And let me go ahead. I got 5 more miles to go. Easy 10 miles on the weekdays. So today, emotional control is what I'm dealing with. One love.